This is an overview of Zoho Marketing Plus, a unified platform that helps marketing teams plan and execute their day-to-day operations. Today, it's still common for businesses to purchase a separate tool for each channel that they market in. Over time, they'll end up with a set of marketing tools that are each provided by a different vendor. The problems start because none of these tools talk to each other or work together harmoniously. With a bunch of unconnected tools, context can be lost. It becomes difficult for businesses to plan out campaigns and strategize across multiple channels when they can't see a complete overview of everything. On top of that, there's a lot of complexity that comes with dealing with all of these different software vendors. Marketing Plus helps businesses simplify by bringing all of the tools they use to manage their marketing touchpoints into a single system. It gives them one login and one place to plan projects, store assets, automate campaigns, and analyze all their results. Let's take a look at what it can do. Businesses have a lot to juggle, and it can be difficult to stay organized. That's why in Marketing Plus, we've introduced the Brand Studio. Here you can create a bunch of different marketing projects. Opening up a project reveals a timeline of all of the activities that have been planned. Businesses can keep track of who's responsible for what with to-do lists. They can drag tasks from one status to another to update them. Over in the resources, you can keep track of all of the assets and files for this particular marketing campaign. If you need to have a quick discussion with some of the other marketers, you can post your thoughts and tag other marketers who you want to notify. You can stay organized and see the full context of each one of your projects by looking in the activities and checking out all the email campaigns, social posts, webinars, surveys, and more that are associated with it. If someone wants to add another part to their project, they can just click the plus button and choose from any number of different marketing activities, like an email campaign, social post, or survey. Projects also give you one place to go to analyze the results of your efforts. In the Analyze section, businesses can take a look at heat maps and scroll maps for the web pages associated with their project and analyze their web traffic. Using Social Monitor, they can check out how their hashtags have been performing or check which messages customers have been sending them on social accounts. The Analytics section lets them create a custom dashboard just for their project. The next tool on Marketing Plus is called Campaigns. Here you can create email campaigns or text message-based campaigns. Campaigns lets you put together highly targeted lists of contacts, so that way you can send the right message to the right audience. Build up lists with different types of leads on them, and then you can even send A/B tests, where two different versions of the same email campaign go out, and the one that's most effective wins. Campaigns lets you build emails that match your brand using a library of templates of emails that are pre-designed for different types of topics or campaigns. By building out their email lists, businesses can use campaigns to send targeted, relevant content to large audiences. The next tool we have is called Social. Social lets marketers monitor and post to their Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google My Business, or YouTube accounts. When someone goes to write a new post, they can choose to send it out on multiple social networks at once, saving them a bunch of time. They can schedule posts for later dates to make sure that there's no conflicts with other posts, and they can use the Smart Queue to get suggestions about when to post, so that way they can maximize engagement and reach as much of their audience as possible. In the Monitor section, businesses can see how people have been interacting with their brand and take actions like liking and replying to comments and messages. Hub helps businesses create automated journeys based on the actions that leads have taken. You can save templates of journeys that have worked well in the past, or use some of Marketing Hub's pre-built templates to get started. For example, you can set up a journey based off of the actions somebody took when registering for a webinar. So before the webinar, you could send out an email campaign to one of your lists promoting it. For people who register, you can send out a pre-event survey campaign to find out what they would like to learn in the webinar. And then you can take a different set of actions after the webinar is over, depending on whether somebody attended or not. The Hub can save businesses a bunch of time by allowing them to set up everything in advance and customize things as they wish. Businesses can quickly put together surveys using a number of pre-made survey fields. These surveys can have branching logic and ask different types of questions based off of how people respond to them. This allows them to get really detailed research or just learn more about the customers that they're already selling to. Surveys can be embedded into email campaigns or added onto your website as pop-ups. PageSense lets businesses set goals for their website, like getting visitors to click a button or register for a webinar. You can track how many people reach those goals and then analyze their behavior on your website to optimize it over time. One example of a way you can analyze it is with heat maps. Heat maps let you see where visitors' attention has been drawn to and what things get clicked most on each page of your website. PageSense also lets businesses personalize their web pages, so they can show different messaging or images on the same page depending on which visitor is looking at it. This allows them to increase conversion rates and speak to each audience more directly. Our webinar tool helps you engage with audiences that are already showing a bit of interest. You can use this tool to schedule meetings with your colleagues to discuss plans, or you can use it to host webinars. You can create registration pages and even run polls to learn more about your audience. Backstage helps businesses plan, promote, and conduct their live events or their online events. When you create an event for Backstage, you can build an entire event website that's customized just for your event. It's easy to add on an agenda, list your speakers, sell tickets from here, and even have sponsorships. The last part of Marketing Plus is our unified analytics. Here, businesses can view pre-built dashboards that pull in data from their various Zoho applications or from third parties that we offer integrations with, like social media networks. This example sales dashboard is completely customizable. Businesses can rearrange components or change which information is shown, so they see only what's relevant to them. Normally, it would be a huge headache for a business owner or a manager to administrate their software across a bunch of different vendors. With Marketing Plus, all of these settings are gathered in one place, so you can see exactly who has access to which pieces of software and make sure that nobody has access to anything that they don't need to see. By unifying all of these functions into a single platform, Zoho Marketing Plus becomes a one-stop shop for small businesses.